On today's episode, a 37-year-old CD player I got for under $5. What could possibly go wrong? What's up, nerds? Found this at Goodwill today. It's a Sony CD-370 compact disc player. I can't find that much about it online other than it was made in 1988. Sony later made a model CDP-EX370 around 2000, and there's quite a bit on that guy, but they're totally different. The price was right, $4.99. And as a bonus, I found out today that I qualify for Goodwill Senior Citizens discount. Now, Goodwill considers you a senior citizen at 55, so look, I'll take what I can get. All I know about this is that it powers on, and that's it. I mean, it won't open. If I hit play, it looks like it's looking for something, but I don't know if there's a disc trapped in there or not. There is a slight whirring noise in there. So, stop. I don't think, okay, auto skip button works. I mean, it looks decent. It's one of these, single disc, old school, made in Japan. It's a Sony. So I'll tell you what, let's get the lid off, see what's going on the inside, and see if we can get this thing back to working status. Yep, December 1988. Get the top off here. There's no disc in there. Wondering if, this kind of is jammed or something. Some screws on the side here. I'll try and get those off and dig a little bit deeper into it. Circuit board is nice and clean. No blown caps or burnt traces or anything. Very, very clean. And that's a good sign. Breaking the law. All right, things are kind of happening or trying to happen. Every once in a while, this guy will, there you go, it'll spin like this. If I hit the eject button, nothing really happens. But if I give this a little encouragement, this will kind of spin. There you go, in certain directions on its own. I don't know if that's just binding up somewhere and we just need to take this out. And don't know what's going on with that. Who knows? I certainly don't, because I can't find a service manual, and I've never really repaired a CD player before. So yeah, every day a new adventure. I flipped this over to remove the bottom cover and noticed a fair amount of the screws were missing. That can either be a good thing or a bad thing. Probably a bad thing. Well, I think I may have found the issue with a little white peg here that's attached to the transport. And you can see along here, or maybe you can't, there's a little groove along this little spindle here. When the motor is engaged to close the door back, it turns and this rides up. And if I can do it manually, hopefully, if I get it in all the way just right, maybe not. It's going to take a little fidgeting, but let me close this because it's kind of difficult to do with just one hand, and I'll show you when I get it back together. I've got to hold this down to keep it from flying out, but if you do it just right, of course you're not going to see it now, but and it's pretty much centered in, and you see the CD, it's looking for a disc. So that it's getting closer, folks. Let me get this little cover back here on here and see what happens. Got the top deck lid thing back on here. It's held in with a screw on each side. It keeps the tray from spitting out, because there's these little stops on the back of the tray and it catches on this. Plus, it has this little kind of weighted or tension disc that keeps just enough pressure on the CD to keep it from wobbling and keeps it nice and stable. So let's eject. It didn't fly out and on the floor. That's good. We'll pop a CD in here. And let's see if it's fine. Yep, that's new. 12. So I noticed 12 tracks on the CD. Let's hit play. All right, it's playing. Okay. Spinning nice. I'm not hearing any squeaks or squeals. I am hearing sound out of the CD player here. The headphone works just fine. So that works. Let's see. Seeks. Works like a champ. Man, oh man. Is this working out good? Not bad for $4 and change, actually. So let's stop this. Yeah, everything seems to be working fine. I mean, I don't have the manual, but I guess I can figure out these buttons. I mean, it's pretty, for 1988, it's not going to have a whole heck of a lot of features, just random and, repeat probably. It might have basic, you could program the tracks in whatever order. That's what these numbers would indicate probably. Who knows? But anyway, while I have the main top of this off, I'm going to take this little lid back off and clean the lens, lubricate the rails a little bit, just to make sure everything is good to go. So let me do that real quick and we'll get this guy back together. While I was putting this back together, I also noticed I was missing little pads along the bottom here. See, they're present on the top. Well, the front of the machine, not the back. We'll go out to my workshop and see if I have any of those little rubber coaster gasket pad adhesive things. See if we can get this thing leveled off. I had some 2-inch little anti-skid pads. And look at that. Like a glove. I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything more perfect fitting. So huzzah. Hoarding some of these things actually paid off. Well, this thing cleaned up really, really nicely. And it looks new-ish. But more importantly, it sounds wonderful. I've been listening to one of my favorite CDs on this for a while now. I mean, it's not Chumbawamba. Come on. I mean, I'm crazy, but I'm not a lunatic. I've just been using my studio headphones here. I love these things. They sound beautiful. Coming out of the headphone jack right there. Just, you don't even have to crank it up. It's got a solid punch to it. I mean, all the functions work. It's just a great playing CD player. And I think these are starting to kind of get collectible. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of videos where, well, a lot of people are saying CDs are making a resurgence. Well, it's basically all physical media is making a resurgence because streaming services, they're taking stuff off of rotation. I mean, depending on what the record companies want to do, it's all crazy. And if you subscribe to something, you don't really own it. Whereas if you have a good CD collection and a nice durable player like this, you're set. So these things are becoming kind of hard to find. Well, good quality CD players anyway. I mean, there's tons of like GPX and Kobe and all these other garbage ones that were being sold at like Big Lots and other liquidation houses that are just utter garbage. But, these are still hanging around, and with a small minor fix, it's almost as good as new. I mean, I kind of lucked out. This is the ultra rare quick repair. Sometimes it's a broken belt or a cog that got misaligned. Sometimes there's a whole circuit board's fried. What can you do? But this was under $5. And, people gamble on dumber things like lottery and scratch offs and things like that. And you rarely ever get a good payoff. But every once in a while with repairing electronics, more often than not, I mean, you can come out a winner. And this definitely is one of those success stories. So that about does it for this video. It's kind of a short one, but I appreciate you guys watching and sticking around, even for little short ones here. And always, keep your eye open at thrift stores. It may not look like much, but you got it where it counts. Anyway, you guys take it easy.